Salut tout le monde! Hi everyone! Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you had a good weekend and that your week is going fine. I'm happy to meet you today for a new class. So for today's class, we're gonna talk about l'heure. What is l'heure? L'heure is the time. So how do we say the time in French? L'heure literally translates as the hour. When it comes to the time, we're gonna say the hour, which is l'heure. So how do we say the hour in French? First thing that we need to know is how to ask the question what time it is. Pour demander l'heure, to ask the time. As you know, in French, we have two different tones. It's either formal or informal. So depending on who you're addressing to, you're going to have to use the formal or the informal. If you want to be informal, that means you're talking to your friend, to your family, someone you're close to. You can say two things. Either il est quelle heure? What time is it? Quelle heure il est? Another way to say what time it is. Still informal. Il est quelle heure? Quelle heure il est? And if you want to be formal, you have three different ways. Quelle heure est-il? So you see here, informal, quelle heure il est? Formal, quelle heure est-il? I'm putting the verb first, which makes the phrase a little more formal. Quelle heure est-il? Vous avez l'heure. Do you have the time? Vous avez l'heure. And then even more formal, avez-vous l'heure? I'm putting my verb first. Avez-vous? Do you have the time? And I'm using the formal vous. Donc informel, il est quelle heure? Quelle heure est-il? Formal, quelle heure est-il? Vous avez l'heure. Avez-vous l'heure? These are different ways to ask the time in French. Then, if you want to talk about the hour, as I said, we have two different tones. You need to be careful, formal or informal. Depending on who you're going to talk to, you're going to use different ways, different expression, and the way that you're going to be pronouncing your numbers is going to be different. So first, let's focus on the informal. So that means you're going to be addressing to someone you're close to, and if you want to say the time to someone you're close to, it's going to be kind of similar as the way that we say that in English, which is the numbers are going to be between 1 and 12. So for example, if you want to say 1 a.m., you're going to say une heure. 1 is un. We're going to put un feminine because hour is feminine. Une heure, 1 hour. 2 hours, 2 heures. 3 hours, 3 heures. So if you know your numbers, you're good. You know that 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you keep going. Because we go from 1 to 12, it's going to be the same thing as what we do in English, 1 a.m. or 1 p.m. If you want to talk about the hours in the morning, we're going to say du matin. Du matin, from the morning. So for example, 1 a.m. is going to be une heure du matin. 2 a.m., 2 heures du matin. 3 a.m., 3 heures du matin. 4 heures du matin, 5 heures du matin, 6 heures du matin, etc., etc. You keep going. 8, 8 heures du matin, 9, 9 heures du matin, 10, 10 a.m., 10 heures du matin, and then 11 a.m., 11 heures du matin. Then it's noon. Noon, midi. We're going to say midi for noon. And then, because we go from 1 to 12, when it's going to be in the afternoon, instead of saying p.m., we're just going to split the afternoon and the nighttime. So for example, if it's 1 p.m., we're going to keep une heure, but we're going to say 1 p.m. from the afternoon. Une heure de l'après-midi. Après-midi, afternoon. Une heure de l'après-midi, 1 p.m. 2 p.m., 2 heures de l'après-midi. 3 p.m., 3 heures de l'après-midi. And then we keep going, 4 heures de l'après-midi. 5 heures de l'après-midi. And then, because we considered 6 p.m. most closely to the evening than the afternoon, we're going to keep saying 6, but 6 from the night. Donc, 6 heures du soir. This time, evening, nighttime, we're going to say soir. 6 heures du soir. 7 heures du soir, 7 p.m. 8 p.m., 8 heures du soir. 9 heures du soir. 10 heures du soir, 10 p.m. 11 p.m., 11 heures du soir. And then if you want to say midnight, minuit. This is the way to say the hours in an informal way in French. So keep in mind, we go from un, une to 12. And then du matin, de l'après-midi, du soir, depending on the moment of the day. Little example. Informal, you have the time. you have two different ways. Either it is in the morning or in the afternoon. Here you see it's 3. If it's 3 a.m., we're going to say it is 3 heures, 3 hours, du matin, from the morning. 3 heures du matin. If it's 3 p.m., il est 3 heures, 3 hours, 3, de l'après-midi, from the afternoon. Il est 3 heures du matin, il est 3 heures de l'après-midi. Another example, if you want to say it is 7 in the morning or 7 p.m., you're going to be saying il est 7 heures, it is 7 from the morning, il est 7 heures du matin, and 7 p.m., il est 7 heures du soir. 7, of course, is after 6, so when it's after 6, we say du soir, not from the afternoon anymore. Il est 7 heures du matin, il est 7 heures du soir. And the last one, if you want to say it is 11 a.m., il est 11 heures. 11 is 11. Il est 11 heures du matin. And if it's 11 p.m., il est 11 heures du soir. So the only way to distinguish if it's in the morning or in the afternoon is the same as in English. We say du matin from the morning, de l'après-midi for the afternoon, ou du soir for the evening. But then, if you want to talk formally it's going to be different. Why that? Because we're not going to go from 1 to 12, but we're going to do all the way to the 24 hours, which is, I feel like, more easy because now you know that if you want to go in the afternoon, you're just going to have to keep going after 12. So if you want to say, for example, it is 6 a.m., il est 6 heures. But if you want to say it is 6 p.m., you're going to be saying il est 18 heures. 18 is 18. Il est 18 heures. So you're going to go from 1 to 24. Another example, if you want to say 10, it is 10 a.m. Il est 10 heures. No need to precise that it's du matin, in the morning, because this, before noon, before 12, we know that it's in the morning. Il est 10 heures, but if it's 10 p.m., il est 22 heures. 22, 22. Il est 22 heures. And you just have to keep going. So what you need to remember is your number from 1 to 24, and then don't have to precise at what moment of the day, because of course if you keep going, afternoon, that means after 12, it has to be in the afternoon or at the nighttime. So for example, another one, if I want to say it is 4 a.m., il est 4 heures, 4 p.m., il est 16 heures. 16 heures. Okay. Other little example, the hours, but formally. Same as the one we just saw. Formal this time, if I want to say it is 3 in the morning, il est 3 heures. It is 3 p.m., il est 15 heures. 15, 15, il est 15 heures. I know that 15 is in the afternoon. Il est 3 heures, il est 15 heures. Another one, if I want to say it is 7, il est 7 heures. Il est 19 heures. 19, 19, in the afternoon, nighttime. Il est 7 heures, il est 19 heures. And then another one, the last one, formally, if I want to say it is 11, il est 11 heures. Il est 11 heures, and it's 11 in the morning. Il est 23 heures. 23, I link my word. Il est 23 heures. It is 23, so it's 11 p.m. So you know that now if you have to speak formally, you're gonna need to go from 1 to 24, and no need to precise at what moment of the day, because you go until 24, we already know. Now for the minute. For the minute, informal, easy. You just need to know your numbers. You know that if you want to say 15, we're going to say 15. 15 is 15. If you want to say 30, you're going to say 30. If you want to say 40, 40. If you want to say 45, 45. And if you want to say 50, 50. This is the basic number. So if you want to say, for example, it is 6:30, informally, you're going to be saying il est 6h30 du matin. Il est 6h30 du soir. Here, I'm keeping my numbers between 1 and 12. I precise the moment of the day because it's 6:30, 6:30 for both. So I need to precise du matin, du soir. And I know that 30 is 30. Il est 6h30 du matin. Il est 6h30 du soir. But then, if you want to talk formally, we're going to have to switch up the vocabulary a little bit. So instead of saying 15, we're going to be saying écart, like the quarter, écart. If you want to say 30, I'm not going to say 30, you're going to say et demi. Et demi, half. Et demi. If you want to say 40, you can say moins 20. Moins 20 means less 20 minutes from the next hour. Moins 20, more formal. If you want to say 45, it's not 45 anymore. It's moins 25. Moins 25, less 25. And if you want to say 50, moins 10. It means less 10 minutes. Just a little trick here and there to remember that it's just like the minute before the next hour. So, for example, formally, if you want to say that time that you see on that clock, you're going to be saying il est 1h44, 44, 44. Il est 1h44. Il est 13h44. Here, it's formal, so I can go until 24 hours, and I just have to know my numbers. I know that before 12, it's in the morning, after 12, in the afternoon or nighttime. That's all. And then for here, regular minute. But then, if I have this one, I'm going to be saying formally, il est 6h30. That means it is 6:30 a.m. No need to precise that it's in the morning because I have 6. 6 formal has to be in the morning. But then, if it's in the afternoon or in the nighttime, I go past 12. So if I want to say it is 6:30 p.m. formally, il est 18h30. 18, 6 in the afternoon or in the evening, and then half et demi. Donc, formally, il est 6h30 ou il est 18h30. Okay, I think that now it's your turn to get it. So you have a couple of different phrases that you guys are capable to understand and to translate. So I want you to translate. It is 3 p.m. formally. It is 6 a.m. informally. It is noon formally. It is 3:30 formally. It is 5:45 a.m. informally. And it is 11:15 formally. I'm sure you can do it. I am waiting for all of your exercises, your answers in the comment section or on our Instagram pages. You can find us anywhere on the social media following French Language Solution. And I just cannot wait to see you next week for another class. If you have any questions, same as usual, you don't hesitate, you text us. And I wish you a good end of your week. And I cannot wait to see you soon. Bye, take care.